This is Jamie Boyman Marshall. I am here with Trent McGuire, Deputy Trent McGuire, who lost his home recently due to a fire. And this is one of his kids. What's your name? Okay, that's Haley McGuire. And I guess you kind of lost everything, huh? Wow, that's but you weren't there at the time, right?
I had just got on the bus.
Oh wow, okay. Did you see smoke or anything when you were there? Well, it's got a lot of people here helping you out. So are you like the spokesman for your dad? Apparently so. Well, I'm gonna talk to your dad too here then. So yeah, give me the rundown on the timeline. What all happened?
So roughly about 7 o'clock when the fire initiated. It started when I smelt it. I went in to check to see if my daughter was still in her room. She wasn't, she was gone. So I put the time frame a little bit further ahead than what I thought, about 6:15ish. Then I realized that my girlfriend wasn't in the room anymore, so it was after 6:30. So that time frame, and looking at my phone when I called 911, about 7:08 is when all of this went down.
Okay. And so did the smoke wake you up? Is that what happened?
The smoke did. The smoke woke me up, and I smelled it, and I went in to see what it was, and that's when I discovered the fire. It was a glowing red. So from there, I went and turned the breaker off, checked the rooms, and got out.
So it's where did you see the fire? Was it like in the ceiling?
It was in the wall, very on the south side wall of the house.
Pretty hot at that point, I guess.
It was glowing red, so it was pretty hot.
Well, it's fortunate that all the kids left. How many kids you have?
We've got 7.
7 kids. So you were the only one in the house at the time.
I was the only one in the house at the time.
And then, of course, this time of year, obviously, Christmas kind of disappeared, huh?
It did. Most of it was either burnt or had some heat exposure and melted it. Some of them were still salvageable to where we can unwrap the boxes and be able to get what's inside of it.
Yeah. So I guess, at this point, we have quite a little benefit going on here behind us. Blake Kamek, who owns Sullivan Funeral Home, which is where we're at, decided to put this benefit on for you guys. And because originally he was going to make a donation, but then he thought, well, I'll invest the donation in meat, basically. And so now he's having this luncheon here to raise some money for you guys. And I guess you also need clothes, right?
Clothes, right now we're good on clothes. We've had a lot of donations in clothes,
okay.
And we filled up a garage.
Okay.
So from there, clothes are okay right now. We're able to get enough donations for clothes, and that was very grateful of them.
That was fast.
So it was, I think, between Friday, time the word got out about the house, until Monday morning, it was pretty packed up.
Man.
I got numerous phone calls from the sheriff's office. Hey, you might need to come get this stuff because it's starting to pile up in here.
Taking up all the space.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, that's great. I mean, you just must be relieved that your family didn't have to actually go through it.
Yes, I'm grateful that my family wasn't home at the time. That way they didn't have the experience, of what happened. They showed up on the after facts of it after everybody was out. ESD crews started the firefighting portion of it, try to save what was left of the home, and they showed up shortly before they did.
So, and the crazy thing is, you've been through this before, right?
About 11 years ago, I had a house catch on fire, and we were able to get the necessities out, a little bit of clothing and stuff like that. And once we left there, it went up the rest of the way.
Do you know what the cause was on that?
I do not.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of times undertone.
Yep.
It's just hard to say. So, here you are again.
Yep, here I am again with more of a community reach out and the public's help to try to build us back to what we would call the new normal from the old normal.
Now, I had heard you recently moved into that house, is that right?
Yes, so that house was moved out there about 2.5 months ago. There was some stuff that needed to be done, hook up water and stuff like that. So it took us a little bit of time to get that done, dealing with work. And about 2 months we've lived in it. And here we are 2 months later, out of a home and everything we own.
So, insurance situation?
I didn't have insurance on it. I haven't lived in it that long. That was going to be done at the first of the year, and didn't quite make it the first year.
So, yeah, when people say you lost everything,
I lost everything.
But you've been with the sheriff's department what, almost 6 years now?
Almost 6 years. So April will be 6 years. April 16th. That'll make it 6 years.
And I guess in that time, you've apparently made a couple friends.
I have. Based off of what is being seen out here in the community and all the support, I guess I've been doing my job right, put a good impression out there of how I work and how I treat others.
Apparently so, because they're treating you like that right now.
They are. They're unconditionally treating us very well. And the outreach and the poor is just phenomenal.
Is that anything you'd like to say to these folks?
Thank y'all so much for the outpour and the reach and helping support the family to try to get back to normal in this line of crisis and tragedy that has happened. And we thank y'all so much for that. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas.
And I'm not sure if we mentioned it. How many kids you got?
I've got 7.
Okay. All right. So that's it. But what about have Christmas gifts come in for the kids at all?
So we've had a few donations of Christmas gifts that we're able, with Lawn Volunteer Fire Department, they've stepped up and got us a box from the dollar store that people had donated in. And then from there, the fire marshal's office was reaching out to see what they could do about helping us get that done.
Well, that's cool. That's going to be kind of exciting for you, huh, Haley? So, where are you going to have Christmas?
Right now, I think we're going to have it at our dad's house to get us by this year. And then next year, hopefully, we'll build back better and have Christmas there at our new house.
Well, that'd be great. And I guess you're staying with family at this point.
Yes, sir. Yep, just staying with family, and we've got her kids up at her mom's house. We're staying at my dad's house to get us by for right now, so we can figure something out to grow bigger.
Okay, well, that's great. And anything you want to add?
That's it.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Trent and Haley, for speaking with me. I appreciate all the information, and yeah, it looks like maybe you'll come out of this okay.
The community has, like I said, done a lot to help us out, and we're greatly appreciative. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you, miss. Appreciate your information. We'll have more later on KLTV7 News and KLTV.